Yo, welcome back. It is freezing today and we're on a massive extension, but we're only working in the utility because the lads haven't finished boarding out the main bit. So this is it. Massive extension. We've got loads of outdoor lighting here. I think we've got about 8 outside lights all the way round on every pillar. It's going to look really nice. So that's the exterior. Got loads of outdoor work to do. And then on the inside, we've got a big lantern there. Getting the fancy LED lighting from JCC going round with the profile. The lads have built a bit of a recess up there so it could sit on it, all be hidden. You'll just have the nice glow effect. I'm still ill, as you can hear. Can't speak properly. Got some wall lights going on in here. TV, Ethernet, socket. Some of these are live. They're just linked out because it's a ring main. Got a socket down there. Socket, wall light, socket, TV socket, socket, 4-gang dimmer, socket, kitchen, island, 3 island lights, another loads of switches there. We've got a tool boy unit going in there with sockets in there for the microwave. We've got a standing fridge freezer here, so it's going to be like a kitchen diner slash orangery. It's going to be really nice when this is all done. And then in here we've got the 6mm feeds, so obviously 3 of them, they're coming down. So we've got 2 ovens and we've got a big hob going in. And obviously the isolation switches are going in this here, out the way, this big cupboard. We've got all these here. So one of these is like island feed. And then we've got the microwave, power into the fridge freezer. What other ones have we got? There's other ones as well. The island, I think I've already said that. There's a few others anyway, I can't think of them right now, but they've got loads going on in there and it's all hidden in the cupboard in a grid switch. It's my first job, like a big extension like this, start to finish, running the whole job on my own. Obviously I've had its ups and its downs, but overall this has been a really nice job really, and it helps the builders really sound, get on with him really well. I know him, and then the customers are lovely as well, so that's another bonus. It always makes the job go better. And here we are, we're in the utility, union lights on the go, because look how dark it is in here if I turn this off. Gross. But yeah, let's put the one back on. There we go, we've got some light in here. So what we're going to focus on today is getting the lights on. So we've got 4 spotlights here, all in line. Obviously they've not been cut out yet. And then we've got a smoke alarm there, so that's technically going to be in line with it as well, as long as the lads have brought it through in the right place. So then there'll be 5 things in the ceiling as such, all nice in line. And then we've got this is like your boiler slash maintenance little cupboard, bit of everything going on in here. And we've got a BT14 going up there. And then really cool as well, these cables over here, might have to get me light to show you. So we've got a 12 volt, well 24 volt or 12 volt speaker cable type style, a 1mm feed, and then a 1mm 3-core, which is feed and switch cable from the switch, which is all the way over there. And then the 2-core and the normal 1mm run to here. So that's going to be power to do the LED lantern. I didn't really need the 1mm, but I thought I'd run it in case, just because I didn't 100% know which style of lighting I wanted up there. So I thought if I run both, then you've got the chance of both, rather than it being plastered now and you only run the 24 volt and then you're stuck really. So I'd rather run both and just hide the other one rather than have to chisel out the new plaster. But we're gonna have to do some of that anyway, because some of my boxes are a bit full. So let's start off with chiseling out all around the boxes, making a mess. What I'm going to do is go around with my Stanley knife, because it's just a little bit of plaster where it's overlapped, and my old battered screwdriver and my CK cutters, and just tap all the way around the edges, get rid of that. Some people say use a multi-tool, but I think if I use a multi-tool on this, it's literally just going to crack loads. So just going to go around with my Stanley knife and gently cut it out. Obviously there's not loads, to be fair. The lads have done a fairly good job, because I did tell them not to fill them up. Obviously it's just the clean edges, but I'd do the finishing touches on these clean edges rather than them. Yes, they probably could have just ran the finger around it when I was wet, but at the end of the day, it's not that bad. These cables down here are for an isolation point for an outdoor socket, and that's being pulled through into the cupboard, because obviously there's cupboards all going here, sink, hence we've got an extractor fan there. So obviously you can see the cable poking down, and then if I take you outside, you'll see the 4-inch hole cored nicely. So obviously any new builds like extensions or anything where you've got building regs involved and there's a sink with hot water, then you need to have an extractor fan technically, even though they don't do anything. But what was said to this customer is, because they didn't really want one, I'll put it on a separate switch over here, so then you can just pretty much leave it off all the time, because at the end of the day, no one wants to hear "ooh" all day when they're in a utility doing a bit of washing. Or get a rubber tub below you when you're doing your switches, or even these sockets when they're nice and high level worktop ones. Chip it out, and then you ain't got to clean up, it just falls straight into your bucket. So let's get chipping. I will just add as well, it's -3 outside and my fingers are absolutely freezing, so if I slip and chip a little bit, then I'll get some filler. Now that's the bulk of it chipped out, swept onto the rubber tub. Get your Stanley knife, make sure you've got a nice fresh blade in it, and then literally it's just a case of, see all these jagged edges, just literally run your knife down like that, and it just smooths it all out. So you go down the one way, up the one way, keeping your blade nice and straight, and you just get that straight edge. Just nice finish really. You can obviously put bits of cardboard in, but most of the time the plasters will just pull it out, or you can get them fancy little shields which cover it up, but then most of the time the plaster will whinge about them. So it's one of them, you just got to take it on the chin and just spend 20 minutes just going around just doing all this. There we have it, a nice clean switch, and all my cables are still labelled. Yes, there is a bit of excess, but as you saw, they were all tucked in the boxes. Then I pulled it out just to whip their finger around it. But yeah, 5 minutes it took, if that, probably 5 minutes, because it spent a lot of time filming and explaining it to you guys. But I'll just run around now, and the majority of them ain't even going to take that long. So yeah, get that nice clean finish, and then we'll move on to the downlights, cut all them out, get them terminated, and then we'll join onto the switches and link through the feeds. So we've got feed in, feed out. Two-way is two-way for the downlights in here, because they can be switched from there and over there as you come in. And then the fan is obviously just a one-way from here, switching the fan. And that's all the switches cut out. So we've done that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Jobs are good. All done. I'll hop into the other room later on and finish that. But we're on to the fan now. That's that cut out. I've put some cardboard back in it just for now. I might end up going to the shop in a bit and getting a fan. But whilst I was at the shop this morning, I just totally forgot about the fan. But yeah, I treated myself to a new hole saw, just a CK one, 70mm hole saw size. But for the fire guards, it's actually 74. I believe, is it saying on the top? Yeah, 74mm cut out, but I'm 99% sure when I was in the shop, me and Nick always use 70mm because it's a bit snugger then. There is a bit of tolerance on these, but just, well, carry on watching the video and we'll soon find out whether this is too small, and then I'll end up doubling it up with a bigger one. But I'm thinking 70 just fits perfect, especially when you've got like new ceilings. I wouldn't suggest doing this if you're cutting it in an older house. I suggest using a bigger one, like the 74, so then you got a bit more tolerance. But with these, where it's fresh plasterboard, you know you're going to want to get like a perfect snug fit to the ceiling. So I'm going to try 70. But I've got a new hole saw, a new arbor, using the new drills. Let's give it a go. Got the new IMEX level 360 green laser. So we'll mark up. I've took measurements on my phone so I can watch that video back, mark up on the ceiling, laser it, make sure it looks about right. I'll go over it with the magnet just to make sure I'm not hitting a stud, because obviously these walls have been dabbed out. Well, you can see how, luckily the skirting's aren't on yet, so I can actually get a true measurement, see how much it's been dabbed off. These Unilights have fully saved the day today, especially this one. This one here and this one up there is my favourite. So that one up there is the speaker one. So it's a speaker, a work light, all sorts, power bank. Same as this one, power bank. This one's technically classed under site lighting, so you can plug it into the mains, and then it's got adjustable brightness, tell you the battery level. But then the real cool feature, which a lot of the new up and coming Unilights are following that same approach, is it takes the drill batteries. So no more saying, oh, I've run out of charge, I've got to charge it up. You literally just swap it out for a drill battery. Takes all the big brands, your Makita, your DeWalt, Milwaukee, Bosch, I believe, all of the big ones it takes. So just comes with the different adapters. Obviously double check before you order it, and make sure you use my code Adam, and you'll get 5% off. I'll just briefly show you this. So this is me on my phone filming this job of when I was measuring out. So this, let me click play and you'll see what I normally go for. Obviously I've learnt this off Nick and other Sparks. So obviously when I'm measuring up,
46 inches, so 46
just read out the measurements out loud. Obviously 46 inches by
24 inches.
24 inches, and then I'll measure from that one to the next one. So realistically, now that's nice and easy. I can just copy it on the ceiling, get the laser across, cut the first one out. That's the first one cut out. We can see the laser flashing in the background because it's nearly dead. But we've got the laser across. So we've got 45 inches across now, not 46, because I thought I'd bring it a bit snugger central, because central of this room is actually 41, I believe. That's what the measurement was, I've already forgot. But the stud work is like directly down the middle, typical. So I've had to shift them across a touch. And originally I was going 46, but now I'm going 45. So it's an inch closer to the centre. Because luckily there's a hole there. You can just see the edge of the timber. So I could get the exact measurement of where just I can get it to work. And then I've set my laser up, screwdriver, so I can see all the way across onto the central point of this one here, which is bang on. And then, yeah, I've already found the cable, so that one fell straight down, worked a treat. So I'll cut out the other 3 downlights here along this space, and then obviously double check that one's equally spaced as well, the smoke alarm. Might have to rejig that a bit and patch that hole up, but that's nothing we can sort out there. So far so good. Let's cut the rest of these out. And I will just add as well, loads of people said about the Milwaukee chuck with the hole saws falling out, and I said, oh, I've not had any problems yet because I've not really cut out many downlights with it yet. First one, cut it out, even double twisty, triple locked it and twisted it once back the other way, and it still fell out. So I don't know if it's just the Milwaukee chucks, or maybe that just might be a coincidence. So that was the first one I did and it fell out, but I'll see how I get on the second one and I'll let you know. And that's us all cut out. And the cables were just there, so they all literally fell out the hole as I cut it. Perfect. So I'll keep the laser on for a bit, and I'll mount that smoke alarm, get that screwed up to the ceiling, so that central of the smoke alarm is central of those lights, and everything is in line and looking absolutely mint. So let's get that smoke alarm mounted. We're using ACO ones. I think if you don't use ACO ones, then yeah, ACO just like the leader in the market, really. I think everyone I've ever seen, or in any wholesalers, they only stock ACO ones. So ACO, well done, you're doing something right. Everyone uses them, and they do the radio link ones, which are Brucey bonus. But luckily there was already a smoke alarm in the existing kitchen, which is that singular one hanging over there. And then I've joint boxed it because there was another one, a cable as well, and obviously I needed to extend it to get it over here, and I couldn't have 3 cables in a smoke alarm. So I've Wago boxed it above, and we've got a singular one over there, singular cable over here. So it's nice and easy. The smoke alarm mounted, nice and level with the downlights. So now I'm going to terminate all these downlights, get those up, and we're fitting the JCC fire guards. Obviously these are just the blank cans. And then obviously you can put whatever GU10s in you like, whether that be the smart home ones, whether that be the colour changing ones, or whether that just be your bog standard, normal, 6K, dimmable, 5 watt GU10s, which most people opt for, just one light at the end of the day. And then we've got these new bezels, the anti-glare ones, which look really nice. Obviously you've seen me fit these in the previous video on some soffit lights at my friend's house, and it just, I don't know, it's really nice, really. It's just different style of lighting compared to your normal in-your-face bright lights. You still get the lighting, but it's just subtle, which is very nice. So I've run that through with the customer, and we've got 4 of those to fit. So push fit connections should be done in about 5-10 minutes. That first one's up, and it worked an absolute treat. So it is a 70mm cutout for these. A 74mm would work, hence they put that on the box. It's probably a little bit better, but I think when you've got a fresh plastered ceiling like this and you want it nice and snug, a 70mm cutout works a bit better. So that's a good little tip out there. And I'll show you that now. I'll just put you on the side and, well, rest you on top of these steps. GoPro, please don't fall. It's resting on a weird angle. And yes, this is 3-core. I forgot to, I didn't have any 1 mil or 1.5 when I was doing these lights, but 3-core works exactly the same. I've just cut off the black core and just use grey as blue. So fire that up out the way. Obviously my joists here, so the springs are gonna have to go there and there. Fire that out the way. Get this like so, push that up, align that up. As you can see, that's going up nice and snug, and then literally I just push it up like that and it'll go, you ready? Bash. So that's nice, and then look, you still got a bit of wiggle room to move it around here or there, but make sure your fire seal's sealed all the way around. And then last thing, I'm gonna take these gloves off because I cut out the plasterboard over there and I've covered in dust and stuff, then I'll put the bezels and bulbs in so I don't damage them. And we're on. So that is working mint. Linked it through there, linked it through at that switch, linked it through at that switch over there, linked it through at that switch, wired up a switch onto it, just temporary. And there we go, jobs are good. Really nice, to be fair, good finish. Nice and bright in here. I've wired up the 2D fitting. I've just got to cut out a single and then a double socket there, or a single light switch. And the 2D fitting is mounted. So that will all be good. I might be nice as well and wire that up so then the boiler guy can actually have some light in here. But it just depends how I'm feeling. I thought it'd be nice and actually wire up this light and light switch for the boiler chaps, plumbers. Oh, gross. But being nice today. There we go. Jobs are good. Nice and bright, BT14. All that's left in here is put some trunking over that, which is the outdoor light. Put some trunking over that, bring that down to a double socket. Play with that. That's all the electrics for the lantern. At some point I need to speak to JCC and go on their configurator and design exactly what I want. Everything's done. I've just gone round and counted up how much antique brass sockets, switches, get dimmers, 4-gang dimmers, 3-gang dimmers. Oh, there's loads of stuff to buy. So I need to chat to the customer on the exact range they want for that, get that ordered, and then once this is all skimmed, I can get fitting all that. Said to the customer as well, I'm going to dangle some bulbs because the tilers are in. Windows being fitted next week. Then the tilers are in after the plasterboarding's finished and the board ceiling's been skimmed. So then the tilers are in. And then before the tilers come in, I'm going to try and nip in for an hour or two and just put some more Wago flappy pendants on some of these light fins that are poking out. So the tilers have got some light because otherwise the tiling will be like this. Yeah, I'll quote up later. Well, not quote it up, figure it out. I've already quoted it. Figured out what I actually need to make that look good with JCC. So yeah, today has literally just been me doing a few of this. Bit of a lazy day really. Obviously I think it's only about 12, but yeah, just tick a few more off on this big job. That's the only thing with these big jobs, it's just bits here and there, and obviously you're waiting for other things, and I'm waiting for trades, or I'm waiting for bits to turn up. So it's one of them really. It's nice having these little days, but obviously you don't earn as much money, but then you don't want to be 100% all the time because you just wear yourself out and burn yourself out. So yeah, it's quite nice really, to be fair. And I'll just give over a little bit of a sweep up and then I'll be off home. So thanks for watching, catch you next one, bye.